Okay guys, so we're going to talk about hills and go ahead and get our hill painted today. So the first thing we're going to discuss is where's the hill going to go? Well, your hill is going to go on the bottom third of your painting. So if you were to divide this into 3 sections, okay, top, middle, bottom, we want it on the bottom third of our painting. Okay, let me zoom out here. Much better. Okay, so again, that's about a good, I don't know, 4 inches, 4 or 5 inches of nothing but hill. Okay, that's where we're going to paint it. But before we can do that, we need to discuss some different types of hill shapes, and I would pick one of these today. So the first one we have is irregular. So this is kind of up and down and up, and it's kind of like you're nervous. It's like, if your hand was shaky, okay? And it's just going to make some irregular hills, all right? You could also do rolling, so there's more like curves going into it. Okay, so kind of more wavy or more curvy. And then the third one is sloping. So maybe it kind of goes up and then it flattens and then up and then flattens and then up some more. So that would be your sloping. So I would pick one that you would like to place in your painting. So I am going to go with irregular just because I like that look the most. All right, so again, I'm trying to paint this hill about a good 4 inches from the bottom, 4, maybe 5 inches from the bottom. So to do this, we're gonna use a black watercolor paint. And the method that we're gonna use is the bold method. We want a very black, bold hill, okay? We don't want it watery or gray. We want bold and black. Okay, so we're going to take that water, make sure the brush is about slightly wet, and then we're going to swish it in our black paint, and I'll go to town, like really dig in and kind of scrape that paint. You want a lot of paint on your brush, not a lot of water, a lot of paint. That's going to give you that bold look. So when I touch it out there, that's really black. That's pure black right there. So again, really scrape it, dig in. Okay. So I'm going to just estimate about where I want it to start. So I think I'm going to start about right here. And then I'm going to make the top edge of the hill all the way to the other side. So I know how tall it's going to be. Okay, so again, I used irregular, and you pick your shape, but go from left to right. And then once you know where that is gonna be, then you can go ahead and underneath that line, paint all of that solid black. Remember, we're going bold with the black. So you wanna completely cover up this background. Now, see, my paint's drying out on me. It's not moving as well, so that means I need to go get a little more water on my brush. These are things you have to figure out as an artist. Like, if it's not moving, then get some water. It means your brush is drying out. It's kind of a back and forth thing. Water, paint, water, paint. Again, I'm drying out a little bit. Get some more water. Maintain a bold look. And then, slow down when you get to that edge of your hill so you don't ruin the edge. edges of your paper. If you are using masking tape out there, then make sure you paint up to the tape line. If you're not happy with your hill edge, you can still change it up a little bit. If you need to go slightly above the line you made, go for it. You're the artist, you're in charge. Okay, now once you think you have filled it in solid, check it, maybe tilt it. See if there's any spots you missed. Touch those up. If you need to go for a second layer, if it's looking too light, then go for a second layer of paint. Do whatever you got to do to get the job done. Okay guys, when you're happy with that, we need to let it fully dry, so set it aside. Move on to the next video. We're gonna learn how to draw trees and get some practice, because the last step is to add some pine trees along this edge. So move on to the next video and we'll see you there.